Hello everyone, the Chart Guys have been working on an introductory technical analysis course for quite some time now, and after surveying hundreds of traders with what would be the most sought after information regarding technical analysis, we came up with this course, When to Enter and Exit. It covers over 5 hours of the basics on when to enter and exit, and we feel after watching this course it will help build a foundation of technical analysis knowledge which will eliminate a lot of the uncertainty in the world of trading stocks. So the course outline, we go over the psychology of trading, establishing a game plan, the different indicators we use to signal a bullish and bearish entry, how to recognize support and resistance levels, poor entries, where traders make mistakes, exit targets, how do you know where to sell your trade, where to place stop losses, that's very important, minimizing losses is what keeps you in the game long term, my personal preparations, how I go about getting ready for each trading day, and then piecing it all together, utilizing all the information we just learned and how to apply that in the real world for making successful, profitable trades. As a bonus, we also include a lot of information on finding entries and exits utilizing patterns, and you can find these patterns on every time frame on pretty much any stock and commodity trading, and certainly being able to recognize those patterns can give you an edge as well. So we hope you will check this out. Again, it's an introductory level course. So if you are new to technical analysis and trying to get a firm grasp on things and feeling a little bit overwhelmed, then this course is for you. I hope you check it out. Appreciate you watching. Looking at YELP GWPH PCLN NVDA and TSLA on the daily and weekly. Tesla bulls negated the bearish reversal Dragonfly Doji from yesterday, and we did reject from the upper Bollinger Band. It's been a bit of resistance over the past 3 days, but it's ascending rapidly enough to allow for some nice price movement. So we've seen 7 green days in a row. Resistance now is 43.03. We're maintaining higher lows each of the past 4 days, and we will expect normal healthy consolidation in the near-term future, but it will be normal and healthy because the overall uptrend certainly favors the bulls. The weekly upper Bollinger Band resistance is 43.25, highest price we've seen in 2000, well, really in the past year and a half, up at 43.36. So we're approaching that level, and the bulls would ideally want to break that level before consolidation. Otherwise, we have to worry about it being a double top. But full control for the bulls, holding exponential moving average support, and looking up at that resistance, 43.36. GWPH had a bearish break today, losing the 100-day moving average support. We had tested it and held it 9 times in a row. Now we're closing below that level. We have a bearish MACD cross. We're looking down at the next support level of 114.75 and then down to 110 even. So you can see this tightening range where we had the pullback, lower high, higher low, getting very tight, and a clear bear break. Close near the low of the day certainly doesn't bode well for momentum heading into tomorrow. Looking for further downside. And the weekly time frame is losing the middle Bollinger Band of 118.41 support. So if we close down here or lower to end the week tomorrow, we are going to be looking down. We built a base of support around 110 back a couple weeks, or really a couple months ago at this point. So that's the support that must hold for the bulls, but a short-term bear break. PCLN continuation for the bulls, 5th green day in a row, and we're looking at the all-time high here. 1587.51 was the high of the day, and the all-time high is up at 1601. So certainly an extremely strong move, but same thing as YELP. Consolidation could be coming at any point, and we'll anticipate it's going to be normal and healthy, just continuing the uptrend, keeping a close eye on the S&P 500 as the correlation between PCLN and the S&P 500 has been pretty strong over the past 4 days on this breakout. Weekly time frame, the bulls are trying to close above 1578 to close above the upper Bollinger Band and to be in breakout mode heading into next week. We've topped out there a couple times. Even on the all-time high week, we closed right at that upper Bollinger Band. So it's going to be a key level to watch into tomorrow. If we have another green day, we will turn that level into support with a bullish MACD cross on the weekly time frame. NVDA bulls also showed up today, closing up near the high on the verge of a bullish MACD cross. And the upper Bollinger Band resistance is going to be a key level heading into tomorrow. That's at 110.86 and dropping, so we need to update that at the open, as that's going to be the next resistance level we look at. In terms of price action, we're looking at resistance of 111.92, but the upper Bollinger Band is going to come first, and Bulls are looking good. Weekly time frame holding the 8-period exponential moving average support. We've bounced off of it almost a dozen times at this point in the past month and a half, and we are looking for further upside as we are closing very strong. And this is a nice bull flag pattern bouncing off that support, and we're getting continuation to the upside. Tesla is consolidating, second red day in a row of lower highs and lower lows, but it does look like a bull flag pattern of normal healthy consolidation on decreasing bull volume, and we certainly saw that pattern back here in January with the bulls buying the dip. You can see the lower wicks the past couple days, so the bulls are hoping that that's the same outcome here with a couple days of consolidation, continuation to the upside, which is the textbook bull flag pattern, and that's what the bulls are hoping are going to happen here. If we do not hold the 8-period exponential support, that would be a potential indication that it is not going to be a bull flag. So update that 8-period exponential support tomorrow, and we'll see if the bulls can maintain that level. Weekly time frame, we've got an upper Bollinger Band holding as support as we are in breakout mode, closing above that level 4 weeks in a row. But we are forming an upper wick, so if we do see another red day tomorrow, it will be a bearish reversal candlestick on the weekly time frame that we'll need to keep an eye on, as we had a perfect rejection from resistance back in April from 258. And pulling back from that upper wick, or seeing that upper wick form from that resistance. So tomorrow's a pretty important day. The bulls want to show up and prevent that from being a significant upper wick on the weekly time frame, but that will remain to be seen. So lots of bulls still looking good, and GWPH is the only bull that is not looking good in the short term, as it made a clear bear break. So we'll check back in tomorrow to wrap up the week. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you then.